Tarot and Oracle forecast for the month of April 2019. If you would like a personal or private reading, or one of those incredible soulmate readings, or any of the other readings available, please go to my website. The links are available in the description box below. Aries, I'm going to start with your teacup, or the tea leaves in your teacup, and then move on to your relationship reading and finish up with your tarot reading. Your teacup got a massive big butterfly in the bottom, one huge big butterfly. This story says that there's a big change coming for Aries in the month of April, and it's a change for the better, definitely a change for the better. The fact that it's so huge and it's right in the bottom of your cup says it's probably brewing already in your life before this reading even starts, but you'll definitely see the manifestation of this big change in the month of April. And a butterfly is always a change for better, so whatever change occurs, just keep in mind it will be for the betterment of your life. I see the number 3 and I see the letter C, so that's a story involved there. There are 2 arrows there as well. So there's something with a letter, with the number 3 and the letter C, that leads to success in some endeavor, in something that you're attempting. That's another story in there. Right now I'm just looking to see what else shows up in here. I see the letter J and I. That's very interesting. And a G. Jig. But J, I, and G, so that's going to show up in someone's story. That leads to something. Let's see what we can see. I can see a little horseshoe, so there's luck involved here, and I can see the number 53 as well, right? So there's a story there. I see the number 1, and then there's a whole lot of little dots, and then the number 2. Little dots is normally a pathway to money. So what's interesting here is, and I think that's the way this story relates, is it starts off with one step. It leads you down the path to furtherment of finding money, to potential for finding money. But there's a second step involved. But that's all that happens in April. We'll have to see what happens in May to see how this story plays out further. Right. So that's mostly what's showing. What dominates this teacup is that butterfly. If we move on to your tea leaf cards, you get the shield, a woman, and the broom. The shield says you need to defend yourself. The woman says dealings or relationship with a woman. The broom says new home, new attitude. We've already seen there's a new change coming in for you. This change could be you moving to a new home, or it could just be a new attitude to life, a new feeling about life. You're going to feel like you need to defend something where a woman is concerned. You're going to feel like you need to defend your belief system, or you need to defend the way you're doing something, but there's a woman involved here. All that glitters, the oracle card that comes with it, says that you sort of come to the realization something you've been pursuing is not as shiny and glittery and wonderful as you thought it was in the first place. You perhaps realize that what you're genuinely after is right in front of you already, and it doesn't need to be in the future. It doesn't need to be something you're chasing after. It's just as if there's an aha moment where that is concerned. It's as if you suddenly realize, wait a moment, do I even really want this? It looks good to other people, it looked good when they got it, but is this what I really want? Now this all comes together with this new attitude and a shift in the way you feel, perhaps in a shift in where you live, and you're needing to defend yourself to a woman in particular. So that's interesting. A full story there. We'll definitely see how this plays out. I think for many of you, this is a story that happens in April. The relationship cards tell their own story. You get release your ex, new love, grounded, and insight. Now release your ex says the time has come to clear your energy. Grounded says you're procrastinating about something. This could be a case of there's a relationship dynamic, a relationship story, a particular relationship that needs to be let go of. What needs to be let go of could be literally the relationship. It's time to move on. It's probably already fallen apart. It's in its last days. You might even have broken up already, but you haven't moved on yet, if you understand what I'm saying. For others of you within an existing relationship, it's a case of there's a situation, a pet peeve, a long-held hurt or disappointment, something that you're hanging on to, that you know the time has come, that grounded card says, to let go of it. So whatever the situation is, whatever the feeling is that needs to be let go of, Once you've done this, new love comes into your life. And you become less critical of perhaps someone that's already in your life. So there's a resurgence of feelings for them, and you become less critical of their behavior and what they say and how they say and do things. Or if it's someone new that comes into your life, you look at them with brand new eyes. You don't actually look at them with that thing of, well, that's what someone did to me in the past that was blonde. That's what someone did to me in the past who had dark hair. That's what someone did to me in the past that was an accountant. You understand what I'm saying? So you approach this with a less critical eye, less critical feeling, and it gives that opportunity for the new person to move into your life. And they stir your romantic feelings, and because you are less critical of them, you're probably drawing in a different person to what you have in the past, and a different relationship probably unfolds after that too. The same goes for an existing relationship. You're setting off on a new path here. With a different attitude, we've already seen you've got a fresh attitude in April. Less critical, you let go of an old thing that you've hung on to about a relationship, you finally let it go. You've been putting off letting it go, but in April you finally decide it's time to let go of it. And that's when that resurgence of love within your relationship, or just even a resurgence of camaraderie in your relationship, returns. Your tarot cards actually tell this story in a nutshell, and rather nicely too. The thought card says you're overthinking a situation. It's time just to step back from the thinking part. You've thought long enough and hard enough about the situation. Now it's time to just push those thoughts out of your mind and let it be. Thinking more about it is not going to help. The Queen of Earth says just be open-hearted, open-armed, open-minded to someone or to a situation. Be nurturing and kind and honest in this particular situation. That Seven of Water, can you see how she just relaxes and the water just flows through her hair and the fish just swim past? It's that feeling. You're actually going to, dare we use the cliche, go with the flow. And that final card, the Two of Water, says when you go with the flow, you experience that ultimate meeting of hearts, minds, and souls. It could be in a romantic relationship. It could be a new romantic relationship you experience this with. It could just be that general feeling with the people around you. You feel that connection, that true connection with the people around you because you've let go, you've stopped thinking, you're open, and you're nurturing. Very nice reading for you for April, Aries. And that final letting go, that finally stopping thinking so much, it opens doors for you that perhaps you haven't even experienced in this lifetime, where relationship especially, or relating, it doesn't need to be romantic relationships, it can be all relationships where this change will happen. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.